Welcome back to Rants and Reviews. We're super excited to be getting back into recording podcast episodes for you guys and have a really fun season lined up. In today's episode, the first of season 4, we're taking 5 books each that we've read between seasons 3 and 4 and try to give you a synopsis and a review. But there's a catch. We only have 30 seconds per book. Get ready for some terrible plot telling and a whole lot of hilarity.
What are you currently reading?
I'm currently reading Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Is that right? And it's really good. It's really weird, like, kind of format. So it came out last year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I had really no idea what it was about until I picked it up, pretty much, other than it was about Daisy Jones and a band.
Yes.
Called the Six, whoever they are. But the format is really interesting. It's like kind of written. You haven't read it, eh?
I started reading it while on holiday and read about like 2 pages and gave up and went on something else.
Cool. So the format's really weird. It's like kind of it's like a transcription of interviews that the author has had, but the author is not Taylor Jenkins Reid. I don't know. It's a bit confusing, and I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of sounds like something I would give up on.
Yeah.
Pretty easy if I wasn't in the mood for it.
Exactly, and I didn't think that's not something that I would enjoy normally. Like, I'm not one for weird kind of formatted books. Like, I can't even cope with letters, like letter stories, like just books that are just letters. Can't cope with it. But I'm not that far through it yet. Maybe 20% or something. I'm reading it on Kindle. But yeah, I think just because the way she writes, it's quite... I want to keep reading. So I will let you know if it's actually worth trying again.
Cool, because it's still sitting on my Kindle.
Yeah.
Just no idea when I will get around to it, but it's there.
Yeah. And that's it.
Cool. I'm currently reading 2 books.
Mm-hmm.
What's the book with Laszlo in it?
Oh, Strange the Dreamer.
Yes, that one. I'm
the book with
currently
Laszlo
reading
in
that
it?
one.
Oh yeah, how far through are you?
I think I'm about 40%.
Okay.
And I'm not hugely loving it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to continue with it. But I feel like it's just structured in a weird way in that when I'm... Either the chapters are really long or there's like multiple chapters and it's long between switching from Laszlo to Sarai, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I get into Laszlo's story and I'm like really keen to hear more of Laszlo's story, and then it switches.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
So then I like get into her story and then it switches. I'm like, I just either like do it like chapter to chapter or like I don't know. I'm struggling with it, and then I also made the mistake of picking up Mythos at the same time.
Yeah.
I just want to read that instead.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah.
So that is also what I'm reading, and I'm reading the actual like book this time, which
nice.
I'm so glad I actually got because it's got maps in it.
Does it?
Images in it. It has like family trees and stuff in it, and I'm like,
What copy do you have?
I didn't get the blue one.
I think I've got the blue
one
one.
that-
I don't remember there being maths.
I didn't want the blue one. I wanted the white one, but they didn't have the white one.
I wonder where I put it. Oh no, okay, my copy does have things in it. Oh yeah, it's got pictures. It does. Does yours have maps? Does mine have maps?
Yeah.
Oh,
at the
it
front.
does have maps.
It has like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically like the world map, but like what it would be at that time. And that is actually really interesting to look at.
And it's written in a ancient Greek font, which makes it more exciting.
Yes.
You know? It's kind of all like
obviously
jagged.
I've read it before through audiobook, so I hadn't seen all the maps and stuff before. And I opened it, I was like, oh my god, things make sense.
It all makes sense now.
It all makes sense now. And I was
Maps are
like so
good.
excited about it. And then, yeah, and I'm just reading that instead of Strange the Dreamer, and that was probably a bad decision, but I'll get back to the other one. I started looking at the pictures last night, even though I hadn't got to that section yet.
And skip ahead to the pictures.
Do you do that if they have, like, pictures in the book? Do you, like, wait until you get to the section, or do you, like...
No. I definitely skip and look at the pictures. Good. But I often always look at the back of a book, especially if it's a fantasy. I know this isn't fantasy. Well, it kind of is, I guess. Anyway, like books like this and books like Strange the Dreamer and things that have worlds in them, to see if there is a map, or to see if the author has wonderfully written a list of characters with pronunciation before I get into the story and pronounce them all wrong.
I will say, listening to the audiobook first over the actual book is I actually remembered some of the pronunciations from the audiobook.
That's good.
Although saying that, I don't know if I should trust Stephen Fry because he screws up half the Harry Potter pronunciation, so...
Yeah, it's not a canut.
Maybe I'm pronouncing them wrong, but who knows? I still feel weird saying Cyclopes for Cyclops.
Yeah.
But that's how he pronounces it.
Yeah, no, that's
as
weird
like multiple... Because like a I guess technically one Cyclops is a Cyclops, but like... multiple Cyclops.
Is
it a Cyclops or is it a Cyclopes, or I don't know.
Oh, but, who knows?
So now I pronounce it like that, but like, is that correct? I don't know. Who knows? Because like, are these real things?
Oh yeah, I
Who
know.
actually had names.
And then like my classics teacher at school would pronounce them different ways, and
yeah. I wish I could take classics.
Oh, it was so good. Anyway.
I made the mistake. Anyway. Yeah, so those 2 books I'm reading.
Cool.
And I haven't really read that many since we last recorded. Unlike you.
I feel like I've read too many. Because then I was like, actually, like half of these were really short ones, like kind of graphic novel ones as well.
I've been in too many book slumps, reading slumps, since our last recording. It's been probably like one gigantic slump, just with a couple of books that are really good in between.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but
yeah, that's a shame.
Oh well, I've read like 7, so I have enough to do this episode.
Yeah, season 4. Are we season 4?
Yeah. Yes.
Season 4.
Yes, season 4.
Yeah, season 4. I can't believe we're season 4.
I know.
Okay, good.
It's crazy. Welcome to season 4.
Season 4. Party time.
It's been a while. We had a big break.
Yes, we did.
By accident.
By accident, but also the world is happening.
The world happened.
Yes. And here we are.
So, we're going to talk about the books that we have read since the last episode.
Yes.
But only 5 of them. And we're going to do, like, a fun thing where we have to describe them and review them in, like, 30 seconds.
It's going to be very tricky, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
I don't think I can either, but I've got my timer set up.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. Are you going to go first?
I can try.
Okay, go.
I have written notes, and they're basically, like, I'm just going to read these out and, like, see how we go.
Okay. I'm not going to be very good at this. Okay, go. I'm excited. What's your first book?
Okay, so the first one is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell.
Nice. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so we should all really know what Fangirl is about because, like, you know, we're all Rainbow Rowell fans, but if you missed it, it's about Kath, who is a great fanfiction writer, and she is a twin, and she just started college, and her twin, Catherine, doesn't want to be roommates in college, so Kath now has to function of all the stuff that's happening in her life, and it's really good, and it's a reread, and so glad I finally got around to reading it, and usually rereads aren't as fun, but this was great this time, and I only read it...
Time!
I thought this was so easy.
No, really difficult.
Oh.
I love it.
I lost my train of thought.
Briefly, what did you give it out of 5 stars?
I gave it 4 stars.
Nice.
Which I feel like I gave it 5 stars on my first time I read it, which was about 4 or 5 years ago. So it's a little bit not as good, but still just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Well done. That was so stressful.
It was so stressful. I feel like as soon as the time went off, I was just like, even though I could just
I'm not gonna be able to do
comfortably
this.
say it. Like, I timed myself reading this out before just to check how vaguely how long it was, and it was like 26 seconds.
No.
So I was like, oh, that'll be fine. That'll be easy.
Mm-mm.
And
Nope.
I still have a sentence to go.
What was your last sentence? You could tell me the last sentence.
I kind of started it. It's like usually rereads aren't as fun or great as like the first time, but because I last read it so long ago, I didn't actually remember much of it. So it was kind of like reading it from the first time almost. You kind of slightly remember things as you go along, but yeah. That was my last sentence, and I cheated because I got to put that in. Well, but oh well.
Well done. Okay, I'm not ready for this. Okay, so my first book is The Vanishing Deep by Astrid Schult.
Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. No, for sure no. Okay. And I haven't done my notes as well as you've clearly done your notes. I just like literally did kind of generic notes. Okay.
That might be easier
Let's go.
though, because I'm like trying to get word for word to come out kind of thing. Okay. You ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
So it's about this girl called Tempe, and she's got a sister, and it's in this dystopian world where everything is covered in water, and Tempe is like trying to raise money to go and revive her sister because she's got like secrets about how her parents died, and Tempe needs to know that. And there's a boy, and they get tangled in the story, and there's these twists and turns, and it's really cool, and I really like it, and the world is really cool, and the characters are really fun, and Schultz should write more stories because I want to read them all.
You still have 6 seconds to go.
Oh my gosh!
That's so good.
I don't think I told you anything about the book.
I think I told you too much about the book.
The key points were dystopian world, everything's covered in water, she's got a dead sister, her dead sister's got secrets, she's reviving her, and it was really fun story. Yeah.
I wonder if people actually want to read the books after we've done this.
Probably not. But you know, we can link to Goodreads things and other reviews if you want to learn more about the books.
I mean, to put it into perspective, the 5 that I've chosen I would recommend. So
Yes. Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
like
actually one of them I wouldn't.
Oh.
But we'll come to that.
Okay.
I can change it.
What did you rate that one? The one that you've
like
just done.
Not the one that I've just I think I gave it a 4.5.
Okay, so good.
So like a 4 on Goodreads, I think.
Yeah. Did I tell you about how my mum was exclaiming about how she really wishes there were half stars on Goodreads?
Yes. Good. No, you didn't tell me that, but I think the world needs to get on board with this.
Yes. I was sitting there going, yes,
and
Mum,
spread that
yes.
news wide.
I know someone who would love your opinion on that.
I need 0.5 stars.
It would be so much better. Or like, not even 5 stars, just out of 10, and then that's easier. Because it's basically half stars, but you know.
Yep.
Oh well, okay. Next one.
Okay. Are you ready? Okay, what's your next one?
Okay, so my next one is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon.
Okay.
Which I gave 4 stars to, so, you know, it's good.
Are you ready?
I tried better this time.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so this book is about a young autistic boy called Christopher who discovers his neighbour's poodle murdered, and it's about him journeying through life, finding out who murdered the dog, and it's a murder mystery, but it's not really, it's all about his life. But it was great. I originally loved it in high school, and enough to steal the book, and it's great, and I liked the rat, and...
5 seconds.
I don't know!
Time! That was good!
Like 4 sentences in that.
What doesn't matter? Oh, funny. See, this is one of those books that I've read it, but I didn't love it. But I don't know why I didn't love it, because so many people I know
There is a lot of mixed opinions on this book. Like, I was scrolling through the Goodreads page while I was trying to put my thing in, and a lot of people hate it. And I don't know if that's because, like, it's not true like maybe they know actual autistic people and it's not like true to the autistic
Sure, it's not true to
kind of thing, but I'm not I don't know much. So I only know what I've read, and this may not be perfect, but I enjoyed the story, and I understand if you go in thinking it's this like murder mystery about this dog that's been murdered, and in reality you find out who murdered it in like the first like 10 chapters or so, and the rest of it is just more about his life and like his it's not what it says on the tin, really. Yeah,
I don't remember why I didn't enjoy it, but maybe because it had been talked about a lot, or I don't think I knew what it was about going into it, but maybe it was the format thing again. Isn't it in a weird format? Or something? Are there like drawings throughout it?
There are drawings.
I haven't read it in a long time.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of maths which I don't like because I don't like. Oh. I don't want to go into a book and talk about maths.
Yeah.
Like I want to escape the world, not think about maths.
I'm a word person, not a numbers person.
Yeah. I still gave it 4 stars.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy it. It's a nice relive of...
Yeah, nice. Totally.
When did I do it? I think I started it in year 10 of high school. So it's been a while since I last read it.
Nice, yeah.
Okay. Your next book.
Okay, so my next one is like gonna be difficult to do in 30 seconds because it's Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare, and we all know how big those books are. But I
need at least 3 minutes to do the synopsis of that.
Oh, I know. So I'm not gonna even try to tell you too much about it. But I will just say I think I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, but it may be a 4.5. I can't remember. Anyway, okay. I'm ready.
You ready? Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so it's Chain of Gold, and these characters in this book come after the ones in the Infernal Devices series, which I like way more than the Immortal Instruments, and it kind of follows the kids of the main characters in those books, and there's like no demons at all in London, and then suddenly there are demons, and so these kids have to like go and fight them. It's a classic Cassandra Clare book, but what I really, really liked about this book were the characters, even though there's heaps of them like in the Dark Artifices series, which was the last series that she wrote.
5 seconds.
And I didn't really like that. I really liked the characters in this one because they were really, really good.
Done. That was like right on 30 seconds.
Oh gosh. Yeah, really hard. Summary, it was good. I really liked it. And I liked the characters, even though there were lots of them. They were better than the other characters in the last series. The last series being the last series she wrote, not the Infernal Devices. The end.
Okay. Sure. And how many pages is this one?
This one was actually smaller. It was like 600 pages or something.
Slightly reasonable.
As opposed to, 800, which was the Queen of Air and Darkness, which was her last book.
Yeah, that's too many.
Yeah. 592 pages.
Oh, okay, so not even at 600.
Yeah. So, big, but not colossal.
But good. That's good. Worth it.
Yes, worth it. Yeah, and I read it a lot faster than the Dark Artifices last book, which took me like a month. This one took like a week. So
most of my books are taking like a month to read right now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what's your next one?
The Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson. So
nice. Okay, don't give me any spoilers because I haven't read it yet.
Oh, no, I'm not going to.
Okay, good.
No, okay. I was just checking because I think I put some spoilers in one of them, but it's not that one. Because I think cool. I know it's a new
next
book,
on my it's next on my list. So.
Ooh.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, Go.
Okay, so if you haven't read the first two in the series of Truly Devious and The Vanishing Star, you really need to, but the next installment of the Eleanor Academy Murders and Mysteries is just as good. Stevie is back at the Academy after the third death related to the Academy, and she thinks she's solved the mystery. Or has she? Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know why it took me so long to read this after it came out in January, but I finally did it, and it was worth it and great. And
5 seconds.
It was a little bit slow at times, but a few minutes really annoyed me, but it was a great ending to the trilogy. At least I think
and
it's
time.
the ending.
Oh, I love it. Oh, hilarious. Stop. Reset. Oh, funny. Okay, you think it's the ending.
I feel like it's a trilogy, isn't it? But I can't really remember.
I think it's a trilogy.
Yeah, like the ending feels like it should be a trilogy.
You know what I just did on Goodreads? I went to search for it just to double check, and instead of typing Truly Devious into the search bar, I typed in trilogy.
Well, you might get a few things for that, but probably not.
So that's how I'm doing today. How about you guys?
Yeah, there was a few moments that really, really annoyed me. Like, I don't understand why they did the thing, but it was still good. I still gave it 5 stars. Cool. Like, nice. It's still it's like not as good as the first one. Probably, I want to say better than the second one.
Okay.
Still good. Equally, like, all 5 stars. I think I gave them all 5 stars. I assume I gave them all 5 stars.
Oh, yes. I need to read that book. I love the first 2.
Yeah, so good. I read it on audiobook again because, like, I felt weird reading the first 2 on audiobook and, like, hearing Stevie's voice and then going on to, like, a Kindle book or something. Like, I felt like I needed to finish it as audiobook. And it was good. I really enjoy whoever it is who is the narrator for that. Cool, and I wonder if she's done anything else, because that would be interesting to read / listen to. / would it be weird, because I would think it would be like Stevie's voice.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? But you should read it. Like now.
I will finish Daisy Jones and the Six, and then I will read The Hand of the Wall.
Cool.
Fun. I always think, quick sidebar. I know we're not supposed to be talking too much about each book, but I always think that series would make, like, a good, TV show.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know?
I can
visualize the school in the mountains and things like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that would be really cool. And I feel like it's one of those series that people might actually pick up for a TV series.
Yeah. I feel like it would be a great TV series. Like, there's enough in it that you could split it into, like, different things, and you didn't need to have, like, a murder in each one.
No, yeah.
Like, there's enough going on. But
yeah, definitely. And they could always expand on the characters as well if they wanted to draw it out a bit. But
yeah. And I will say, the person who did the murders was not who I was expecting it was.
Oh, really?
That is all I will say.
Okay. Okay, now I really want to read it, like, now. Okay. Let's keep recording so that I can go and finish Daisy Jones and the Six, and then I can read this book. Okay.
Okay, so what's your third one?
So my next one is The Fowl Twins by Owen Colfer, which came out the end of last year, but I didn't get around to reading it until this year. And I gave it, I think, a 4 on Goodreads, but a 3.5 in reality. Okay.
Now you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so The Fowl Twins is about Miles and Beckett Fowl, and they are Artemis Fowl's twin brothers. And so this is like a kickoff of a new series which follows Miles and Beckett as they encounter the fairy world for the very first time. And there's like a baddie, and they have to go and help somebody. And there's like all these new characters, and it's all very exciting. And I really liked it. It was really fun, and I can see me reading the rest of them in the series, even though it's a middle grade book. And it was very nostalgic. The end.
Done.
Oh, it's so hard. Yes. Oh, the stress. Yes, but key points. It was fun. It's a new series. The characters are enjoyable. Whew. Yeah.
Breathe.
Also, quick sidebar on Artemis Fowl series. The movie should be out. Is out. Artemis Fowl. 2020.
Hasn't it already had a movie?
Yeah, no. Please hold. June. Nope. That's a lie. June. No, it is June. So it comes out in June. But the
June. That's a lie. June.
No, because I read June on here, and then I saw it was June 2018. So that's like, that is a lie. Scroll to the top. Oh, it comes out in June anyway. So that was my thought process. It comes out in June. That's what we've established. It's directed by Kenneth Branagh, so it might be decent. Gilderoy.
Ah, okay. I was like, I know that name.
Yes.
I know it.
Gilderoy. That comes out. It'll be interesting. The trailer looks way different to the series. So we will talk about that in June when I watched it. And that's me. What's your next one?
So, Yes, No, Maybe So?
Yes,
by
nice.
Becky
Good.
Al-Tali and Aisha Saeed.
Yep.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes.
Yes. So
Okay,
I
are
give
you
it 4
ready?
stars, and here we go.
Okay.
Yes.
3,
I guess so.
2, 1, go.
Okay, so it's about two teenagers. Jamie, who's an avid political volunteer, Jewish and awkward and shy as they get. Maya is struggling with best friend problems and her parents' divorce, all while going through Ramadan, which would make anybody angry at the world. Together, they form an interesting relationship while knocking on doors, raking in the votes. So while it's a little predictable, I really enjoyed this book. I prefer Jamie's side of things, even though it was a little cliche because Maya's side was a little lacking, and I hated the
3,
whole "it's your life,
2,
not mine, mum" thing. And when it comes to dating, and she was
time.
fine dating until.
That was really good. That was your best one yet.
I was really calm until I got to the end. I was like, I have a whole sentence to go, and you're like saying it's almost the end, and I don't know.
The struggle, man.
Yes. Basically, I was fine. For some reason, I was fine with Jamie's side being cliche, but I wasn't fine with Maya's side being cliche.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm not with the whole change yourself for a boy thing.
Yeah. We're not about that Grease life.
No. No.
So did you like Jamie's character better than Maya's character then? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I think Maya was the better character, but I didn't like her storyline.
Yeah. Yeah, so I read this book as well in the last couple of months,
Yeah.
and I think I gave it like a 3.5 or a 4 as well. But yeah, I was the same. I liked Jamie's story more. And I think I liked Maya in the beginning, but then as the book went on, I liked her less, and I liked Jamie more. I don't know. But yeah, still a fun book,
Yeah.
but not as cute as I was hoping it was going to be. Did you find that? Or are you okay with the level of cuteness?
I feel like it was a good
Okay,
level of
that's good.
cuteness. Like, it wasn't as good as Becky Albertalli's other one with what's his name?
Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda.
No, the other one.
Like, you know, the
one with,
main book she's like famous for.
With
What If It's Us?
What? Yes.
What If It's Us?
Yes, that one.
With Adam
Yes.
Silvera.
You
were talking about Adam Silvera and not the character, which is what
Yes.
I went for. Okay,
Yes.
good.
I was like, I swear his name's not Simon.
It's not Simon. It's Simon. Okay, I'm on board with the conversation now. Yes, I don't think it was as cute as that.
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
as cute as that, but I think it
No.
was still cute. It was just a bit too cliche for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I still
Yeah.
gave it 4 stars.
Yeah.
So if it was
Still
a
a
little
fun
bit
book.
less cliche and a little bit less change your opinions and faith for a boy ooh thing,
Yeah.
it probably would be 5
Yeah.
stars.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I liked the idea because I haven't read anything about that type of thing before,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was
which
fun.
is good.
The other thing I think bumped it down a bit for me. I must have given it 3.5. Was like American politics. Like I just don't. It just goes over my head. I have no idea what you're talking about at any point ever.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a kind of a lot of election talk in
Yeah,
it,
I could see that.
which I got a bit
I feel
bored
like
of.
I know, like, enough to get by, in that it didn't bother me
yeah.
too much.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for number 4?
No, hang on.
Just gonna put your hair up.
Yeah, it's just like getting in
Just
the way
getting
and it's
serious.
dirty. So I'm like, oh, okay. I got locked down here, I tell you guys. Okay, so my next one, I didn't love, but I'm gonna share about it anyway. Because we love a bit of rants and reviews.
I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah, it is in the name. So therefore, my meh book, which I think I gave a 2-star to, so it's not very high. Like, on Goodreads, a 2-star is I liked it. No, it was okay. A 2-star is it was okay. And it was because I enjoyed the concept. And even the execution was good, but overall it wasn't. Anyway, okay, so the book is High Fire, another one by Owen Colfer, which is his first, maybe just latest, adult novel.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Whew, okay. We're good. What is this book about? Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, so it's about this dragon who lives in the bayou down in like Louisiana or somewhere down there, and there's this kid, and he accidentally finds the dragon, and then this kid has to like be like a gopher for the dragon, and it's like kind of like this complicated story about dragons and him being the last dragon, and then there's like his mum, and he's sick, not the dragon's mum, the boy's dragon, and there's a really annoying stepfather kind of figure, and he's out to get him, and it's just
You didn't even get to tell you all your thoughts
Basically,
about
I
it.
didn't love it, is the general gist. And when you don't love a book, it's hard to talk about what it's about because you blanked out for a lot of the book.
I feel like you just said dragon for 30 seconds.
And you know what? I'm okay with that. We know how much I love a good dragon story, right? I'm all about them dragons. But not in this one.
Yeah.
I'll post the actual synopsis of the book somewhere for you guys. Or we'll put it on Instagram or something because, my gosh, that was bad. I'm so sorry. That was my worst one yet.
That was your worst one yet. I feel like I'm getting better and you're getting worse.
I feel like that is definitely the case. Yeah. Overall thing, dragons, bayou, not a great story. Well, no, a good... what am I trying to say?
The concept just not well done?
Yeah. Well, so the concept was really cool. I like the idea of a dragon, last of his kind, if you didn't pick that up in my beautiful synopsis, kind of like just hanging out in the bayou, and he drinks whiskey and he watches Netflix and whatever.
That sounds great.
Yeah, doesn't it sound great? And then there's this kid who kind of like befriends him, but not really, because the dragon could eat him. Also, the writing was really good because it's Owen Colfer and he's like quite quirky. So it's like Artemis Fowl kind of level of quirkiness, but kind of more adult. Also, there was a lot of swearing in it, just like every second sentence. And I was like, okay, I get it. Like, it's an adult novel, but calm down, my friend. Calm down. Just calm down. So yeah.
Is it told from both the kid and the dragon, or is it just
third person? Yeah, so it's third person. Okay. And then there's a couple of like other characters as well. I said stepfather figure, but it's not really. But there's this guy who's like dating the kid's mum. See, I can't even remember the kid's name. It's relevant, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, so there's kind of like this kind of other guy who's like chasing him around and trying to discover the secrets of where the dragon is. And I've talked too much about this. This is a lot longer than 30 seconds. We have to move on. What's your next book?
Okay, so my last book is Frankly in Love by David Yoon.
Cute.
Which is apparently the first in a series, but I don't feel like I'm going to continue the series.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Frankly in Love #1, so... I am interested to see where it goes, but I also gave it a 3 stars, so I don't know.
Cool. All right. Tell me about the book. Ready? 3,
I think so.
2, 1, go.
Frankly is an American-born Korean, and his parents are very Korean, driven to the point where he must date Korean, but then he falls in love with a very white girl called Britt, and comes up with a plan with his fellow American-born Korean friend Joy to fake date, and well, you can see where this is going. While I enjoyed the pace this book, the pacing was rather off, and it was kind of obvious what was going to happen, but the storyline either happened really slow with him leading up to dating Brit, or really fast with him breaking up with Brit for
3.
Joy. And that was in the midway point, and it was kind of like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I was going so well in the last one, and then this one.
You were doing so well. It was good, though.
Basically, it was very confusing, because, like, what you thought was going to happen happened at, like, the midway point, and then it was like, what else is going to happen? And it was all a bit kind of after that, and... Yeah, so 3 stars. I don't understand how there's going to be a second book. Well, I can understand, but I feel like that's going to be very boring, and it's basically just going to be more of the second part of the book, which I wasn't really a fan of, and...
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, I read this book last year, I think. Yeah, I think I gave it like a 3.5. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, it was fun.
Yeah, like...
But I didn't love it.
I don't regret reading it.
Yeah.
I think it also didn't help that I read it straight after Yes, No, Maybe So, where I was kind of struggling with, like, Maya's Muslim and Jamie's Jewish thing, and then, like, another whole... And then going into Frankly in Love, where there's, like, the whole American-born Korean thing, and it was just a lot of different cultures that, like, obviously I'm not that familiar with, apart from what I've read and what I've seen on TV and stuff. So, like, all that happening in, like, the space of 2 books was kind of a bit overwhelming. And I kind of got to the point in Frankly in Love where I was kind of just a bit, like, my head was too overwhelmed with all this, like, new culture stuff. Like, I would like to learn more about these other cultures, but, like, I need a break in between.
Yeah. Sure.
Otherwise, there's no point, because my brain is just going to shut off, and it's just... So what's your last book?
My last book is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid again. So same author as Daisy Jones and 6. And I gave this book 5 stars, I think. Or maybe 4.5, but 5. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is like a classic Hollywood tale, and one that you definitely see like on the big screen. It's like about a beautiful girl in the film industry, and she kind of does whatever she can to like climb her way to the top, including like lying and cheating and sleeping and marrying whoever she can find, and has 7 husbands. And it's just really cool, kind of like a whole life story in one book, and it was really different to what I was expecting, but I didn't really know what I was expecting to begin with, but it was really, really good, and I really liked the characters, and it was really captivating and heartbreaking at the same time.
Done.
Yes.
Oh, this is a stressful first episode.
So stressful. In short, very cool kind of a story told over a whole character's lifetime about the Hollywood industry and this kind of big secret that she has. Yeah, it was very cool. And I read it basically because Erin from Blogger's Bookshelf has read it multiple times and had raved about it. So, and it's not really a book that I would normally go for. Like, I'm not really into kind of is it contemporary? I don't know. Basically, it's adult and it's not young adult, and so you know that's one thing against it.
Yeah, like I got it months and months ago, and I just haven't read it because, like, I know everybody loves it, but I just can't. It's not my type of book, and I don't. I need to be in that mood to go into something like that. I'm just.
It's
not in the
more
mood
your
recently.
type of book than a me type of book, though. I think because you read like a lot of kind of like Nikki Pellegrino, and I realize it's quite different to this one, but like my different to this one is like fantasy. You know, like I love Strange the Dreamer, and that's quite different to Evelyn Hugo. So I think it's definitely more, like, if we were to put it on a me to you scale, it's definitely more on the you side than the me side, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was really good writing and, like, character kind of forming as well, so...
I feel like I will enjoy it, I just have to get out of the slump and be in the, like, the book mood.
Yeah. And it was quite fun because a lot of it is set, like, in the 40s? 30s, 40s.
Interesting.
Sometime around there.
This isn't really a big
era
I'm
gonna
like...
check that date real quick. But I think it's around there. In the 50s. Okay. Yep. So it's like late 40s, I think, into the 50s. So the most of the story kind of happens around the 50s and 60s, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes. And then there's this kind of overarching theme of a character called Monique, who is a journalist in present day and is telling Evelyn Hugo's like amazing Hollywood story. Yeah, so you get a little bit of Monique's story woven in through just when she breaks and she goes home from Evelyn's house to do her normal life and then comes back and interviews her some more. But it's not an interview form.
Interesting.
It's like Evelyn in first person telling her story to Monique, who's writing it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. A lot different than I thought it was going to be. But again, don't know what I thought it was going to be. But still different somehow. I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. I don't know. Okay, I don't know words. I was struggling, but I enjoyed the book.
You enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, and that's the main thing. Yeah.
Cool.
Hence why I'm reading Daisy Jones and the Six as well at the moment.
Yeah. But we did it the first episode of season 4.
It was a struggle. I tell you what, team. It was a struggle. And I apologise for our collective stumbling.
I'm sorry if you can't make out half the words in this entire episode.
Maybe I'll just slow the audio right down. Oh my god.
Oh, I thought this was going to be easy. I was like, coming up with the idea. I was like, yes, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Easy.
It was just very
fun,
quick.
But oh my god.
I don't think my mouth was quite prepared to speak that quickly.
No, I love that as soon as you have like a time limit, your voice just like speeds up.
Forgets how to work as well.
And you just like stumble over things where if you said it slowly, you could do it in the same time. Yeah. And it would be fine. Yeah. And like
the panic really sets in.
And yeah.
Lots of good audio clips for the bloopers for season 4, and it's only episode 1.
Welcome back, team.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. And that's it for the first episode of season 4. We're finally back. Let us know if we did any good at our 30-second summary reviews, and if you'd actually pick up any of the books we mentioned because of those reviews. You can tweet us at Rants and Reviews or message us on Instagram at Rants and Reviews Pod. Until next time.